alive? I feel like I'm in a club. Hey guys, welcome back. Cheers with some pre-workout. You know that's troublesome. So guys, welcome to the start of Mental Health Awareness Week. How incredible is that? We are starting this with an epic workout followed by a live chat with Danae, one of my best friends, who's going to be talking everything body positivity, eating disorders, mental health, all of it. But before that, we are doing a 40-minute total body fat burn and abs. Now, before we get started, I just want you to know, regardless of what level you're at, this is literally for everyone. I'm going to show you non-jumping modifications, not verifications, modifications. I'm also going to be showing you beginner modifications throughout. We've got 4 circuits, 10 minutes each. Circuit number 1 is full body fat burn. You already know this. It gets sweaty, it gets nasty, but it's so freaking unbelievable. Circuit number 2, we're going in on the core, back to full body, and then back to core with a combination of fat burn. Shout yes if you are ready to get stuck in. We're actually going to start off with a nice little warm up just to make sure that the hips are nice and supple. No timer on for this, guys. We're going to bend forward through the hips like a deadlift, drop down nice and low into those hips. From there, straighten, and then come back up again. So it's bend forward, squat, straighten, and up.
There's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely. Finally got some closure. Yeah, I can finally start over. Yeah, so all my ladies who got a brother, that's to treat them right.
Good work, guys. From there, we're just going to open into the hips, okay? Circle it. Good. Now we're going to close that up, okay? So we're coming wide and closing. Good work. Last one. Now we're going to come really nice and low and just slightly sway side to side.
All my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right.
Okay guys, this is going to get nasty. Circuit number 1 is designed to get you sweaty, get your heart rate up incredibly high. I am with you every freaking step of the way, and we're going to release those endorphins, okay? We're going to get the timer ready. Guys, we're starting off with some fake skipping, like we always do. We're going in 10 seconds, and we're going to get that heart rate up nice and high. Okay, standing. If at any point you want to make all of these exercises harder, you can pretty much pop a band around your knees for them all, okay? Skipping side to side, just getting that heart rate up, core really nice and tight, side to side. Whew. Good. You're going to feel the beat drop in quite a bit, and then we're going to really up the ante, guys, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Good work. Mental. Get yourselves ready for an intense but epic workout. Woo! Oh yeah. Side to side. Good work, guys. Good. Now high knees to the end. Good work, guys. Keep spinning those arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step side to side, okay? Just find that beat. 10 seconds. It's gonna get quite a bit harder. We're going 2 steps. On the 3rd we land. 1, 2, 3rd land. Let's go. Now if you're a beginner, or if you can't jump, just step it. But keep it nice and fast, okay? Getting that heart rate up high. Let's go. Good work, squad. You're gonna do 2, 3rd time 3, 4, 5. We're not burpeeing. We're doing either a squat or a squat jump. Fast feet. giving curtsies just because my sister's doing this workout and I know she hates them, okay? So you're either jumping them or, beginners, step them. Follow me. Let's go. Stepping beginners. Everyone else jumping. If you can, you're here. 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 Yes. Come on, feel that burn. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my heartstrings are waiting for you now. There's something more that you don't want to. 15 seconds. Squats, keep going. I don't care what level you are. This is your workout, okay? Just push to your max. 1, breathe. Jump jacks. 4, punch jacks. 4. I love this one for getting your heart rate up. Let's get ready. I need the aircon on colder if possible. 1, let's go. Come on guys, nice and fast. Let's go. Hold tight. Woo. You are killing it. Come on, really fast. Halfway. Keep pushing.
I try to find you off, but it's so useless. You still go around
15 seconds, guys. 15.
always ending with a kiss. I'm clueless.
10 seconds.
Pretend that we don't really care at all.
Faster, faster.
Nothing I can do.
Woo! I am pausing the timer because we are halfway through. Guys, this is your first set of burpees, okay? I start you off. This is just about you against you. Doesn't matter how fast I'm going or anyone else in this live, okay? You have 2 options. You either go for a full burpee, all the way down, in, and jump. Beginners, you can step. It's actually 3 versions, or half burpee. Count your reps. Going in 12 seconds. Guys, count how many you get, then type it in. Mental, everything you got. 5, 4, 3, 2, beginners, follow me. Let's go! Guys, push it. It's 45 seconds. That is all. I want everything. Come on. You're coming up to halfway. Halfway, double it. Double it, guys. Come on. 15 seconds. Push, 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 push. Come on, guys. 12, 11, 10, 9. All the way. All the way. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And done. Quickly type in how many you got. We have our shutter lunge now. On the 3rd one, we are dropping down, okay? Beginners, what I want you to do is step, step, drop on the 3rd, okay? Let's go. Come on, guys. Yes. Beginners, follow me. You step, okay? Step, step, 3rd, hold. Step, step, 3rd, hold. Good work, guys. 20 seconds left. If you are jumping it, do not stop. 20 seconds. Come on. 5 seconds. Yes, squad. 8 high knees into 8 mountain climbers. We run it for 8. We then drop down and we run it for 8. Beginners.
16 burpees. Elisa
Wow.
did 14.
Hi, Teddy.
Anna Martin did 15.
Jumping in, out, guys.
16.
Let's go. Well done, squad. Jumping in and out. Beginners, step it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, guys. You make nice, everyone. You now have Teddy watching you, so you better not go easy. Okay, come on, all the way. You've got 25 seconds left. 20 seconds. Come on, all the way. Beginner step it. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 5 seconds. Yes, good. Down onto the mat. I'm gonna give you a split second pause because this is your second round of burpees, okay? Alex shakes his head, but it's because he doesn't know what it's like to do 4 or 5 rounds of burpees in a 40-minute session, okay? Guys, you have 8 seconds left. I always give you a little bit more rest. Burpees, count your reps, going in 5 seconds. Everybody you got, beginners, I'll start you off. Let's go! Come on, guys!
You're on your way to conquer your fears in this dream of your own.
Come on, push it. Count your reps. You're already a third of the way. Coming up to the halfway point. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Woo! Halfway. Double it. Double it. Yes, guys. 15 seconds. Okay, come on. Keep up with me. 5. Double. Woo! 1 circuit down, squad. Hello, baby. Hi. Did you have a nice sleep? Oh my gosh. I downed my pre-workout way too close to this workout because I actually feel like I could vomit. Sorry, no, you didn't need to know that. Hello, baby. I much prefer sipping. Okay, cool. Are you ready for cool? All right, guys, 10 minutes, intense. I want you to quickly let me know out of 10 how hard that was, okay? Because bear in mind, this is a mountain that we're climbing. It gets harder as we go along, okay? It wasn't the warm-up, but that was the easier of the 2 cardio circuits. Am I allowed to be left on my own, Teddy? Let me know if any numbers come through to it. Guys, we're going in 12 seconds. I want you back on your forearms. It's licking all my sweat. Okay, back on your forearms, straighten, lift, lower, in. Let's go. Good, breathing is key here, guys. Really pulling those stomach muscles in nice and tight. And look forward for me. We're gonna have a nice beat in just a second. Breathe. Good work. Okay, now single, let's go. 1, 2.
Guess I was wrong.
Good, breathe. Breathe. Breath out. Breath out, 20 seconds.
Waited like forever to be your plus one, but I guess you were done.
Come on, squad, keep pushing. 10.
Me at the party, out of the blue, saying that you saw.
Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're done. Down we come, guys. We're going with a full sit-up. We punch up to the sky for 4, down, punch forward for 4. So follow me. You're punching like this, okay? Beginners, I'm going to show you another variation in just a second. Everyone else, 3, 4. Okay, beginners, you're here. Punch across. Really pulling those stomach muscles in tight.
I could've known it, another side.
guys. Underneath the lower back. I'm hoping it wasn't a 10 out of 10.
Vicky Gurney is 7. Suzanne Diaz is an 8. Roca Monica.
Okay guys, find the beat. So it's 8, 7, 6, beginners, 1 leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Halfway through. 3, 2, beginners, 1 leg. 8, 7, everyone else, both legs. 4, 3, 2, back up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beginners, change legs. We're back down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, now hold. Hold. 4, hold. 3, hold. 2, and 1. Okay, keep the hands there, guys. We're flutter kicking for 10. No, 8, sorry. 8 heel taps, 8 open closes. Beginners, I want you to work up here if you can, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, heel tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open close. Let's go. 8, 7. Back to flutters. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, heel tap. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, open closes. 8. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, now just hold. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. We're combining single leg stretch with hundreds. Okay, beginners, please just go single leg for me. We're here. Drop the head down if you want to. Everyone else, both legs up. Find the new beat straight for 2, 7, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
That don't make it better.
If the neck's hurting, support it, guys.
Take my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along
Good,
the
beginners,
street.
you're here.
I'm feeling dessert. All of this calorie is just to work for me. I wanna play with fire. Let me get hurt.
Beginners, change legs.
Back to 95. Before we have this to
Come on, guys, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go with your DeLorean.
Alright guys, down we come. We have bicycles, okay? Speed bicycles. We start off nice and controlled. When the beat drops on the next song, we're gonna go a lot faster, okay? So it's just elbow to opposite knee, slow and controlled. Let's go. 1, 2, 1. Beginners, we're here.
Yes, you say, boy, just don't bother. I know this all just makes me
Everyone
so
else, legs
lazy.
are up.
But sons and daughters, that shit was
4,
amazing.
3, double the pace.
Back to 95. Before we had this
1, 2,
drama.
1, 2, keep pushing, keep pushing. Guys, I want that lower back flat, okay? No overarching, super important. 15 seconds, and sprint! Sprint!
Go with your DeLorean.
Good work, guys. Come on up into sitting. Let me know out of 10 how you're feeling. We're rolling back to our biting point. I want those legs long out in front of you. Beginners, come back with the arms. Everyone else, roll back. We're just holding. Hold. 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 We're crunching across. Beginners, you're here. Slow and controlled. Everyone else, double the pace. Come on, ready, set.
Before we had this drama in our lives. Just staring at the
Keep pushing. 15 seconds. Come on, 15 seconds.
rush of living.
7, 6, keep pushing. Woo! Feel that burn? Feel the burn? rested and we pump. Everyone else legs are up. So it's pump, 2, 3, 4. Just feel that beat and pump. I go forward, 1, 2, 3. If you want to make it harder, straighten the legs. Good work, beginners, we're here. Okay, no giving up. Shoulder blades open. Eye gaze forward, core tight. Release those endorphins, guys. I literally want those happy hormones running through your body, even though you hate me at the same time. 10 seconds, okay? If you're advanced, hold straight. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Into scissors next, guys. It's a really simple movement, but my gosh, it burns, okay? Beginners, you're just tapping down like so. Change it halfway. Everyone else, legs are up. Lower back flat. It's tap, up, tap. The further away you tap, the harder it is. Lower back flat. Breath out, breath in. Elbows wide. Eye gaze forward. 4, 3, grab to the chest. Let's go. Breathe, guys, breathe. Lower back flat. Core tight. 10, 8. Good work, my gosh. Straight on up. We're going for Russian twists, okay? So beginners, I want the legs staying down and rotating hip joint to hip joint. Advanced intermediate, legs are up. We're going to mix it up as we go through. So twist, twist. I'll tell you when to change it up. Hip joint to hip joint. Straighten the right leg. Keep going. Good, keep going. Beginners, you're still here. Okay, 4, 3, 2, advance. Straighten the left leg. Let's go. Good work. Breathe it through. Both legs. Now hold.
I don't wanna feel this way, but it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes. I have to say, I am dripping with sweat. Oh my gosh. Guys, let me know out of 10 quickly how you're finding it. We're back into full body fat burn now, and then the last circuit is going to be like a combo of abs and fat burn.
Everyone's asking where Teddy is.
He's asleep. My little baby, you'll see him at the end because he always runs over. He like has this crazy sixth sense when it's over. How are you feeling? Out of 10. Also, how are we doing for, have people smashed the thumbs up button in comparison to how many we've got?
There's 650 likes, there's 1,300.
Okay, guys, 50% of you. I would appreciate it if you go out of the live chat and literally smash the thumbs up button. It means that we can reach more people like you every single day. If we can try and get more people freaking epic from all around the world. Okay, we're gonna go in 15 seconds. I'm hoping you're not literally hating me too much, okay? This time, we're doing fast feet. When I clap my hands, you're going into a half burpee. So when I clap, you drop down, okay? Fast feet.
8, 9.
Okay, let's go, fast feet. Faster, 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 faster. Your numbers will come through. Let's go.
Zara is a 9. Manu is an 8. Brooke Adams
I
is
like
an 8.
that.
Warren is a 5.
5? 5? Or 9? Big guys, beginner squat. Yes, here. Come on! Feel like I'm twerking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who was that at 7? Just you wait. Ski jumpers, guys, okay? Side of your mat. Beginners, or those of you who don't want to do that high impact, you can go side to side stepping. Everyone else jump, it still burns.
Everyone wants steady.
He keeps you going, right? Bring him over.
Left me in the dark,
Come on, Teddy.
Why'd you have
Begin to step. Step.
I don't
He's coming, guys. He's coming.
So I'm broken.
Jump if you can. Come on. Come on.
Could be true. I'm still breathing.
If you can, jump them, guys.
I'm just a fool for you.
Lower. Lower.
I'm just a fool for you.
Bring his teepee over. I'm going to bring him over for you guys in his teepee. He looks so cute, man. Doesn't he? My poor little baby. Okay, you know the child song? Head, shoulders, knees and toes? That's kind of like this. So you go feet, knees, feet, jump. For beginners, up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keep going, guys. Keep going. I'm bringing Teddy. Keep going. Keep going. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, or step. So you jump as far as you can, and you're going to step or run them back. He's so tired. Okay, let's go. Hi, jump jacks. Keep that heart rate nice and high. Going in 5. Let's go. Go, guys. Faster. Let's go. Nearly halfway.
I'm just an accident waiting.
Faster. 10 seconds. Woo. Okay, find a wall if you've got a wall. If you don't have a wall, just hold a squat. We're doing a nice simple squat hold because the next exercise is something new and it kills. Okay, down we come. Hold. I'm going to explain to you guys, okay? So, some of you, can they hear me? Who are tuned in right now have been to my classes in London years ago when I used to run them. Quickly say yes if you have. I know a few of you are there. Dominique, Chelsea, come a little bit lower. Okay, we're doing something new that's gonna last for 2 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna pause the timer. It's 2 minutes long and it is brutal. Okay, 10 seconds left. Okay. Whew, a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm pausing to explain. Then it's gonna run through. It's actually gonna run through for 1 minute, 45 seconds, okay? We're gonna keep that same timer there, but you ignore the rest period, okay? We're doing a pyramid. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've been to my classes. We start off with 1 and 1. We then do 2 and 2. We then do 3 and 3, 4 and 4. And you go as far up that hill as you physically can. It's you against you, okay? You start off with 1 squat jump. You then do 1 burpee. You then do 2 squat jumps. You then do 2 burpees. 2, coming all the way up in between. I'll start you off. It's 1 minute 45 and you carry on the whole way, getting as high up that mountain as possible. So just to say again, 1 squat jump, 1 burpee. 2 squat jumps, 2 burpees. 3 squat jumps, 3 burpees. 4 and 4, 5 and 5. Yeah? We get it? Alex, you joining? Let's see how high Alex can get as well. Guys, we are gonna go in 12 seconds, okay? It's you against you, 1 minute 45 seconds to complete as many as you can. Okay, 3 seconds. 2 beginners normal squat stepping burpee. Let's go. 1. 1, 2, Keep going. Ignore that breath. Keep going. Beginners, you're here. Give back. Guys, you have 45 seconds left. Come on. Keep pushing. If you're at 5, 6, 7 right now, you are freaking killing it.
Something about the way you
Come on. Woo.
makes me
Keep going. 30 seconds left, guys. Come on, this is where you have to dig deep. Dig deep for me. Come on. I know it burns. 20 seconds. 15 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish. Lie down on your mat for a second. Breathe. Quickly type in how many you got, okay? I want to know how many you got. I'm actually going to pause it for a second so you guys can let me know, because that is brutal, okay? You've got 2 exercises left. Let me know how many you've got. Breathe. If Alex had done that while he's shaking his head, stopping the timer, he will know just how freaking difficult that is, and you need a recovery. You guys are absolutely killing it, like seriously killing it. Okay, you're going to do 8 high knee runs into 8 oblique mountain climber runs. So just to show you, you're going to be here, 8 across the body. Beginners step them. You then jump up and you do 8 high knee runs. We're going in 3 seconds. Breathe. 2, 1, start up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Beginners march.
Feels underneath my lips. Something about the way you look, yeah.
Yes, guys, come on. Beginners, just march it. March it, but do not stop. Come on, all the way. You've only got 15 seconds left. Kill it, guys, kill it. Finish it off. Okay, count your reps. After this, you've only got 1 left. Going in 3 seconds. Beginners, I'll start you off. Let's go! Everyone else, drop down. Come on, guys. You've got this. Come on. Then you get a break. Woo! Over halfway, guys. Double of what people got up to. What number did you get up to? Also, please let me know if you like that style. Honestly, in the classes, people used to love it. So we used to do it once a week, every Monday, and you'd see how much you progressed every week.
Helen Sinisas at 7, Teresa Cabaria on 6,
6 and 6.
Brian 6, Pia Matson 7.
Wow, guys.
Misha Celine got to 8.
Is there a Dominique in there? Guys, by the way, Dominique is my sister, so that's why I'm always picking on her. But honestly, she knows.
Number 1 fan said almost 9.
Dom!
Yeah.
Killer! You've had a couple of years of practice, although a couple of years off. We haven't taught that class in a very long time. Okay, 10 minutes, guys. This is a combo. Then we are done. Then I want you to go and do a finisher after our Q&A, okay? So this is it now. I want 10 minutes of freaking everything. I'm gonna kill your core. I'm literally gonna kill your core. Okay, Tirit, are we good?
Yep.
What's going on?
Yep.
Restore, previous, oh no. I wanna, okay, hopefully this, no! What's going on? Sorry guys. While we're waiting, have you got seconds there, Snacks? Basically I had an issue with my phone earlier where it completely turned off. So I just want you to hold here while we're waiting on seconds. Just in boat position, hold, while I try and sort this out. Breathe and hold. Oh, thank you. Absolute legend. Keep holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. In 5, in 4, in 3, lie down, 2, let's go. We're gonna come up, clap and lower, clap and lower. Good work. Keep going. Clap and lower, clap and lower. 30 seconds left. Clap, And up. And lower. Right, we don't get a rest because we started late. Now hold, hold, hold. 15 seconds, open, close, open, close, open, close. 5 seconds left, nearly there. 3, 2, legs up. In 4, in 3, in 2. Let's go. Reach, beginners, here, here. Come on guys, you got this, feel that burn. Keep down guys, beginners with the next floor, support your head. 15 seconds, come on. 9, 8, 7. Okay guys, we majorly up it now. We are going for dead bugs, then we're coming back into cardio fat burn, okay? So dead bugs is here. Beginners literally just go single leg. Okay, I'll tell you when to change sides. Let's go, find that beat. 1, 2, it's slow and it's controlled. Right gaze forward guys. Double the pace, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Beginners, change legs. All the way to the end, guys. 10 seconds. 6. And up into standing. Good work, guys. You are killing it. Is Teddy okay? Oh, hi, little one. Guys, you now have jump squats. Just plain jump squats. So we're here. Beginners, you go with a normal squat. Let's go. Now I want you to go as fast as you can, as many as you can. Beginners, you're with me. Slow it down if you have to. But do not stop. Come on. Good work. If you can, you are jumping. Squeeze that bar. Halfway. Come on, squad. Come on. 12 seconds, guys. 12 seconds. Faster, faster, faster. 5 seconds. 3 more. Yes, squad. Fast feet. When I clap, you're going with a tuck jump, okay? Beginners, when I clap, I want you to tap and tap. Fast feet, clap. Advanced intermediate, you're there. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
To a place where we don't know.
Beginners, follow me. Come on. A little bit lower. Beginners. Yes, guys. Come on. Beginners. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight down. Last set of burpees, guys, okay? You're going in 8 seconds. Count your reps. It's your last set. Give me freaking everything, okay? 1, go! Come on, guys. Count your reps. Come on. You're approaching halfway. I want this to be your most reps, okay? Come on, guys. All right, you're halfway. This is your last exercise. Give me everything. Come on. Right, try it not quickly no, quickly let me know out of 10 how you're feeling. I really love that. Really love that. Okay guys, you made it for another workout. If you haven't already, please smash the thumbs up button. How are we getting on with thumbs up?
There's 920 likes.
Thank you guys, you are amazing. Okay, we now have a Q&A. I'm gonna really quick.
Make sure they stick around for the Q&A.
Okay, do not go anywhere, because we're now doing our first Q&A of the week with a good friend of mine, Danae Mercer, who is unbelievable. She's not only an incredible health journalist, former editor-in-chief of Women's Health magazine in the Middle East. She was a columnist for like some of the biggest magazines in the world, but also she's an incredible influencer of everything body positivity, self-worth, feminism. Guys, you can stay around as well, but this is quite a girly chat. I know it's mainly girls in here, but we're also going to be talking about eating disorders. So as I said, this is the first day of Mental Health Awareness Week, so I don't think there could be anyone better to have a Q&A with. So we basically asked for questions a few days ago on my Instagram, and literally we're like inundated. And I just want to start off by saying, this isn't an easy topic to talk about at all. And for those of you who are like so openly talking about it for helping each other, particularly in my private Facebook group, like you are unbelievable, and I'm so proud of you and so happy to have you in this group, because the support you show each other is literally like life-changing. It is amazing, so thank you. The first question that we had through is actually from, you can tell my heart rate's still high, from Tamara. Guys, please stretch while we're doing these. I'm gonna move over there, but from beautiful Tamara, who those of you who are in the private Facebook group will know very well, and this was the question that came through, and then we're gonna go over to Danae. And it said, how can I let go of the feeling of keeping everything under control? I usually go back to my eating disorder when I'm feeling like I'm losing it, and the closest thing to me I can control is my eating habits. So all of this is about recovery from an eating disorder, and how can you basically keep control or let go of that feeling of having to keep control. So we're going to go over to Danae now. Mwah.
Control. A lot of us reach towards food as a coping mechanism, whether we are anxious, upset, feeling a lack of control, stressed out, you know, whatever it is, heartbroken, we either turn towards food, and so we eat more, we emotional eat, we go for sugary things, carby things, or things even we've told ourselves we can't have. So there's that side of it. Or we control it. So we allow ourselves only clean foods, or we start to eliminate foods. And right away, that's where you tend to see some of the tendencies towards disordered eating, whether it's anorexia or binge eating disorder. Now, how do you manage this at whatever level? There are a couple of ways. First off is, if you're feeling something, let yourself feel it. So it's a very female thing, because we've been conditioned to try to like squash our emotions, just to ignore them, to not feel them, and to find a solution. And so for many of us, food becomes that solution. So if you find yourself stressed out and you're like, oh, I need some cookies, try to take a step back and think, okay, no, but what am I actually feeling? What am I reaching towards food there to solve? Like, why do I want these cookies? Is it because I'm upset? Is it because I'm anxious? Why am I restricting? Is it because there's a huge pandemic and I'm stressed out? So feel your feelings, and then try to find a healthier way to cope with it, whether it's going for a walk, calling a friend, allowing yourself some really bad rom-com time, you know, whatever you need to do to satisfy that emotion that isn't necessarily related to food.
Okay, are we on? I'm just looking over at Alex. Guys, that is like the quickest transition ever. Sorry to just take away from what was just said, but like, whew, we're over. How amazing is Danae, first up? Thank you so much. I'm hoping Danae is watching in. She's one of my best friends, and we basically live on completely different time zones, even though we're in the same location, which sounds crazy, but she's a real early morning girl and I'm like super late night. So thank you if you did the workout, Danae. I know it was like killer, and Kaylee. So honestly, just to really quickly, I guess, talk about why I felt so passionate about doing this, was because I started to see in the private Facebook group that a lot of you girls were like opening up about eating disorders, or were showing, I guess, patterns of not so positive relationships with food. And this isn't something I talk about all that much, and that's why I'm not being as articulate as I normally am. It's because I'm a little bit nervous about it, if I'm totally honest. And the reason why is because I really have like that amount of experience in this field, and that's why I wanted to call Danae in, because I want to make sure that I'm giving you girls literally the like 360 approach to fitness and health. And I said this in the Facebook group today to one of the girls who was struggling with the guide, and I was like, this isn't a race. This is not about how quick we can get to the final destination, because trust me, when you get to where you think you want it to be, like my YouTube subscribers is a really good example of that, all you want is more. Like you literally just want more. Like our goal was 100,000 subscribers before we went to LA, which is supposed to be July. And we've like flown past that, and it's the most crazy feeling, because you're like, now I want more. Now I want this number, now I want this number. And it's exactly the same with fitness, and it can actually be quite damaging from a mental health point of view. And sometimes you've got to like calm yourself down and be like, do you know what? When you get there, it doesn't actually always feel that great, whether that's like a size in your body, or I try not to tell you guys to use the scales. I literally never use the scales, but you know, that like numeric goal doesn't always give you satisfaction, and it's so important to enjoy the journey, whatever it is. And this is what this is all about. It's about enjoying the journey and enjoying feeling healthy, because there is no better feeling in the world than feeling healthy. It is literally the best feeling in the world. And your health is your wealth, like Granny always said. So I'm gonna keep kind of jumping in with my opinion on it, but honestly, Danae is the specialist in this field. Okay, this is from maybe Isabel Sharp. How can I look in the mirror and really be confident with what I see? What are the things I should say to myself to make me feel more body positive?
Now it's cellulite and stretch marks.
Oh. What happened with that then? I swiped across. Sorry, your one is coming up. This one is about cellulite and stretch marks. So if you were in the Instagram live yesterday, you'll know that we spoke about this quite a lot. I've already given my opinion, but I guess it's more like how to deal with that feeling. So we ended up coupling the two together, and I know that they're very different, but I think the feeling that you have with them is quite similar, a lot of the time anyway. So Danae's gonna be talking about cellulite, how normal it is, and stretch marks as well, which is in exactly the same boat. So over to the studio to Danae.
Okay, a couple of questions asked about stretch marks and cellulite, and how do you feel confident with stretch marks and cellulite? I totally understand. For 31 years of my life, I hated both those things, and I've got both of them. I've got stretch marks all over my body. I've got cellulite on my hips, my thighs, my bum, and I felt so embarrassed. Going to the beach, what made me really nervous. I tried to hide it. I would wear like those little wraps, you know. But how do you change that? One of the easiest and most powerful ways is changing the media you consume. For me, this has meant changing the Instagram accounts I follow, changing the YouTubers I watch. There's Sierra Schultze, who's a body positivity YouTuber. So changing a lot of the media that I allow into my brain, so that suddenly I start to see how normal, common, and even beautiful these things can be. If you look at the stats, over 80% of women have cellulite. It's as common as, well, almost as common as like ears or knuckles or hands. So rationally, we need to fight against this stupid societal thing that says these things aren't attractive. They're not. It's part of the female body, and that's okay. It's powerful and it's healthy. And the same goes for stretch marks. They are there to protect your body, to keep you in, to keep you whole. And that's a really beautiful thing.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. This is definitely not as smooth as, I'm obviously out of practice, guys. I was just listening into Danae, but I'm like 15 seconds behind you, but 80%. And I spoke about this yesterday. I'd like to know how many of you were in the chat yesterday. The numbers are a lot higher today, but if you saw the Instagram live yesterday, you'll know that I kind of gave my opinion on this. But for those of you who weren't there, because there's a lot more people in today, I have cellulite. I actually don't have a huge amount of stretch marks, and I spoke about this before. Like, honestly, I would love to have some stretch marks on my bum. Like, it would mean that I've grown my booty, okay? And I've been working so hard. I'm someone who does not naturally have like a round big butt at all. So the day that I get more stretch marks on my bum, I'm gonna be like, hallelujah. But honestly, it's so normal. I opened up a little bit yesterday, and I will kind of repeat that story very, very slightly. But I always remember when, it was just after uni, I would have been about 23, maybe a couple of years after uni, and I've always been pretty fit, pretty active. I did model, so I was quite thin at one point, or a lot thinner than I am, less athletic. But I remember my mum saying to me, and my mum is amazing, and it certainly wasn't a criticism, but she was like, oh, you've got cellulite. And I was like, yes, I'm aware of that. And she was like, but I guess that just proves that it doesn't matter how fit you are, or how healthy you are, or how well you eat. Like, everyone has it. And honestly, like, I've worked with supermodels, I've worked with top athletes, women and men, but I'm referring to women here, and they have cellulite. So much of it is down to genetics. I have friends who have barely any, and they don't even work out. Honestly, so much of it is down to genetics. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong whatsoever with having a physical goal, an aesthetic goal at all. But try to always make that goal about being healthier from the inside out, and try not to measure it by numbers on a scale or cellulite or stretch marks, because they are so normal, and honestly 9 times out of 10 they're not dictated by how healthy or fit you are. And I find that really interesting. Like, I'm talking top level athletes have it, and if it makes you feel better, I have it. It's normal. And Alex is someone who's just like, even my legs are my insecurity, and he's like, no, wear the shorts. So yeah, I thought that would help a little bit, I hope anyway. So question number 3 is from Isa, maybe Isabel, which was about looking in the mirror. How can you, when you look in the mirror, feel confident? What is that self-talk you should be doing? And I think we've all had it. We all have times when we're like, today is not a good day. Like, today wasn't a great day for me. I was doing thumbnails. We tried to take our thumbnails in a day, which is kind of giving you a little bit behind the scenes. And we were taking the legs thumbnails, and I didn't say anything, but Alex was just like, he could tell because it was in shorts. And then he just called me back in, and he was like, you're beautiful, like, wear the shorts. He's probably gonna cringe over there, but that is what he said. He's now doing this. And sometimes you're just not feeling it. And so much of that is mental health. So how can we try and change that around? So over to incredible Danae again.
How can I look in the mirror and be confident with what I see? This is a great question, and it's taken me years to get to that place where I'm like, whoa, okay. I think it's important to understand that body confidence, body positivity, it does not mean every day you wake up and you were like, heck yes, like, I am the sassiest girl in the world. You absolutely have those days, and you get to that place by changing the media you consume, setting goals that have to do with, you know, feeling stronger or running faster rather than weight, developing your mind. So all these things that develop your kind of self-confidence. But you have those great days, but you also still have bad days. Like, I still have days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, poop, you know? But body confidence, body positivity is about recognizing that your worth exists outside of whatever you see in the mirror. So even on those bad days, even when I'm not feeling my sassiest, I still eat. I still do those things that matter to me, and I let the things that matter to me swing me back into a good place. So changes I would recommend: first, change the media you consume, be really proactive with that. Set goals that, again, have nothing to do with what's on the scale. So it might be feeling healthier, stronger, fitter, faster, you know, especially fitness. Like, Lilly's workouts are great and they push you. So things like that, like completing a workout that makes you feel great, reading a book, learning a new recipe, things that make you feel good. And then you start to internalize that and you're like, yes, this is a powerful vessel for all of this.
Okay, this one makes me a little bit sad, and I'm kind of like jumping between phone to phone because I'm trying to look at, and Danae is in here, amazing. I'm trying to look at all the comments that are coming through at the same time and trying to answer as much as possible. But yeah, honestly, this next question, and this is from Alison, pretty much summarizes why I wanted to do this chat, because this was the type of comments, or is, that's coming through in the Facebook group at the moment, and it's all about developing a positive, enjoyable, that's probably the best word, relationship with food. So I'm going to read the question. I'm going to give you a little bit of my insight into it, and it's all around intuitive eating. But basically, Alison has said, I have a question about maintaining a healthy relationship with food. Every time I eat anything, I instantly either begin to feel overwhelmed about the nutritional information and the facts. If I eat something unhealthy, I instantly feel guilty and start to think about how many calories I need to burn during the workout to basically burn that off. And balance it out. I just sick of feeling like I have to calculate all the time, but I can't seem to help it. So that's from Alison. You don't. You really, really, really don't. I've counted calories once in my life, and that was for a YouTube video a month ago, Alex? A bit longer, 2 months ago. And it was a YouTube video, some of you may have seen it. It was when I tried veganism for 30 days, and I basically, it's a really interesting video actually. I compared consuming unhealthy, not so healthy, fast food calories versus super healthy, super nutritious calories. And I was like so stressed that day, because I have my FitnessPal up, which I'd never used. I set up like the 7-day trial, and it stressed the life out of me. I do not like any form of restriction. And I literally preach this all day long to you girls, like, do not cut things out. Like, your food groups are there for a reason. If there's something that's not good for your body, and you know, you've had like dietary tests, of course, but don't cut it out completely. Replace. It's always about replacing. And if you speak to any professional in the field, they'll say to you, always replace. So carbohydrates is the one that always comes up. I am a walking carbohydrate. There's two things that I love and in food, and it's carbs and sugar. And Alex will vouch for that. And I am like we both made porridge this morning. That's a lie. I made porridge for both of us, and I made 2 different ones. His one was like really creamy because he loves dairy, and it had banana on top and some maple syrup. Mine was like brown because it had chia seeds in it. Then I made a berry smoothie, really sweet, all of those natural sugars in it, and poured the berry smoothie on top of it. Like, we have completely different tastes. Not for 1 second would I count the calories in that, because naturally, without even realizing, I've trained my body to intuitively eat. I go by when I feel hungry. I'm very aware of what my body needs, and most importantly, way more than any of that, I love the process of preparing food, of trying new recipes, of eating in general. So the one thing I would love you girls to take away from this is, you really don't have to count calories unless you're on a strict, which I'm going to move on to in a second, but I would urge you to try not to count calories and instead intuitively eat, because it is going to free your mind. It is going to free your body. Don't think you have to eat healthy 100% of the time. You don't. Listen to your body. Everyone knows sensibly that they can't be eating chocolate all day long and achieve the results they want, but that doesn't mean you can't have a chocolate after your dinner if you want it. Like, honestly, I do. I love food. I love intuitive eating. I love listening to my body, and the most important thing is to nourish your body. The word guilt or guilty should never be associated with food, because you should never feel guilty about putting anything into your body. And well, some substances maybe, but you know what I mean, food. You should not feel guilty about that. The reason why I said I'll talk about that in a second is because I often talk about how to lose weight, how to lose fat. You have to be in calorie deficit. Now, that applies to a very specific group of people, normally who are obese or clinically obese, and you have to lose weight for medical reasons, okay? So if you are needing to lose weight, yes, you have to be in calorie deficit. But for a lot of you in my private Facebook group, you are not at the stage of needing to lose weight, because I've seen your pictures, and it doesn't apply to everyone. Everyone is different. You're now at a stage where you're trying to build muscle, and you need to stop looking at the scales, stop feeling guilty, stop counting the calories, and instead go by how your body feels, how lean you're becoming. Yes, that's absolutely fine to look at the lean muscle you're building, but do not go by numbers. Please, 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 please. I'm heavy. I'm nearly heavier than him. And I don't care. Like, I literally don't care. I'm in one of the best shapes of my life, and that's because I've got muscle and I'm heavier than probably a lot of you think. So let's see what Danae has to say about it. But I think the word guilty is something that she's gonna encourage you to not use as well. Let's see.
How do I have a healthy relationship with food? And the question says, if I eat something unhealthy, I start to think about calories, I think about how much I need to work to burn it off. And that is the joy of orthorexia and clean eating, and the way society has said that if you want to be fit and healthy, you need to function. And it's just messed up. It's just messed up, because real health, real nourishment involves eating foods that make you feel good, that make you feel strong. And often that has to do with making your body feel strong, but sometimes it's just making your heart and your mind feel strong. So it's a mix of clean salads and green stuff and cakes and things baked by your grandma. That is health. That is health, because it's mental and it's physical. So how do you deal with what honestly sounds to me like you're leaning towards orthorexia, clean eating, tendencies? First, avoid triggers. So I don't let myself read calorie information, because that's something that in my mind I just can't play with. So I stay away from that. I don't touch it. And that way, when I eat a food, I'm not counting. It's just, this food makes me feel good, it tastes good, I like it, I'm going for it. So it's staying away from calorie information. I allow myself, if I want sugar, if I want a treat, to have that treat, to have something that tastes sweet, that tastes good, because otherwise we become obsessed, and then that leads to binging, which is again another danger of orthorexia. And if it gets bad, if it keeps going down this road, please talk to a professional, because if you can stop this now before it becomes something worse, that's an incredible thing. And there's no shame in counseling and mental health. I have a counselor. I have had one off and on for years. I think they're very valuable. So reaching out to a professional as well.
Okay, again, double whammying between the two phones, but you girls, I know Danae's replying to a lot of you, but you're like, and I'm sorry if there's any guys in right now, because there might be, and you're staying quiet, including Alex. But this applies to men and women. But the support you show each other, oh my gosh, you are so amazing. So I just want to really quickly, so first up, for you girls who are saying that your gym's opening very soon, where are you in the world where your gyms are opening? Because it's certainly far from opening here, but you're going to keep doing my workouts and not go back to your gym membership. Not gonna lie, that makes me really happy. So thank you so much. Even if you do go back to your gym membership, I will always be here for you. Sounded a little bit creepy. But there was someone, it was basically saying, but with the, Patalicious. But with the body you have and all the workouts you do, you can eat whatever you want, and we can't think the same way. I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. I honestly get asked all the time, yeah, but what do you do after the workouts you film? Or what do you do as well? Or I'd say the most common thing that I get, like, statement that gets said is, yeah, but you do workouts in the gym as well, right? And that's so not true, guys. I haven't had a gym membership. I've had gyms where I live, but I haven't had an actual gym membership in like over 3 years. I think it is. When I first graduated, which was a long time ago, like 8 years ago, I was more of a weights girl. I was doing like not heavy, but I was doing more gym-based work. But for the last 5 years, particularly 3, but 5 years, I am home workouts. Like that is it. You'll see sometimes like 6 months ago or whatever, I'll go on the treadmill just to do a warm up, like a 20-minute incline walk, but that's because the treadmill is in my building. But I'm just turning this onto airplane mode. Honestly, everything I do with you girls is what I do myself. There's no more. I'll sometimes film an extra workout, but that's just so that I can have an extra day off. Like this week I had 2 full rest days because my body needed it. So honestly, it's not, like I said before, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Please don't think I am Superwoman and, you know, I'm doing extra workouts, because I'm not. However, we do need to treat ourselves as individuals. So if you're at a different stage of your journey to me, if you're, you know, looking at numbers where you're diagnosed as clinically obese, which I don't think many of you are in this chat right now, but if you are and you've been diagnosed as clinically obese by your general practitioner, yes, of course we do need to be changing up your lifestyle in a very different way to what I'm doing. But please don't think there is anything fake going on here. Everything you see is what you get. I do these workouts with you and that is it. I don't do anything else. And food, I think I'm pretty honest with you girls. You don't always see the ice cream that I eat after. I say I have ice cream, Tirit.
Every day.
Not every day. No, who's looking at me? I have something sweet every single day after my dinner.
Ice cream or lollies?
It's either ice cream or like Skittles, or I don't like chocolate as much. I'm a sweets girl.
I have chocolate every day.
He has chocolate every day. So yeah, please don't think there is anything crazy going on here where I'm restricting in any way, shape or form. But that's just me being honest. Used to be obsessed with the gym, now prefer Lily's workouts to the gym. I freaking love you girls. The whole community of girls supporting each other, that makes me so happy. That's from Andrea. Girls, you are amazing. Okay, so next question. We're going back to Danae. Is, Rios really Ruby. I tried.
This is Shelly Torres herself.
Wait. Okay, got it. Sorry. The previous lady was about the stretch marks. Sorry. Okay. Shelly Torres. Ooh, that sounds very exotic. Could you talk about how to deal with belly fat, such as fat on the bottom or of the sides of your belly? There are days when I have come to think about stopping eating at all because it frustrates me. Oh my gosh, that makes me so sad. Also talk like sometimes. Okay, so basically it's about talking to yourself as a critic and how can you deal with belly fat. I'm just gonna talk about this myself really, really quickly. You cannot spot reduce fat. We've spoken about this before, and I constantly say if you could spot reduce fat, this is me being totally honest with you and probably quite vain, and I've now moved on from that, but if I could spot reduce fat all them years ago when I was feeling a little bit rubbish about myself, I would take it from right here and I would put it right here and right here, but we cannot do that. When we are burning calories, when we are working out, when we're releasing all those beautiful endorphins and feeling great, we can't choose where on our body our fat is going to drop from. Everyone has their natural anatomy, and that's what makes us freaking beautiful. I have friends who naturally have the most amazing butts. I have friends who have the most amazing boobs. Like, everyone is different, right? And that is the most amazing thing. Like, we need to see that as a positive, and we need to be like really, really confident in that we are unique. Now, in terms of the belly, the stomach area, women hold more fat in this area naturally, okay? We actually hold it all around like our corset area and around our butt as well. And this is natural. It's because our bodies are there for childbirth, okay? Doesn't mean you have to have children, but this is where we're holding some of our excess fat. Now, the fat that we need to be worried about around this area is called our visceral fat. And our visceral fat, this is me going into physio geek zone, is marked out of 14, okay? So when doctors are checking your visceral fat, it will be marked out of 14. And that's basically how much fat you have around your vital organs. So I'm talking your heart, your liver, your lungs. Visceral fat, and this is in people who are very overweight, is really damaging, because by having that excess fat around your vital organs, you're putting more pressure on them. It means that they can't function as they should, and it means that it could be damaging to your overall health. We're not talking about aesthetics here, we're talking about our overall health, which is by far the most important thing. Your health is your wealth, always remember that. Now, lower belly fat, fat around this area, love handle area, normal, totally normal, okay? And some people hold it there more than others. In terms of what you can do to try and decrease it, and again, I'm just sorry, Danae, coming on to you, but in terms of getting, like, I guess, like the physiological facts across, you can tone the muscle in this area, so build the muscle in that area at the same time as burning calories all over your body, burning fat all over your body. And we spoke about this last Monday with nutritionist Alan Kenny. So some people will say, or some people have come to me recently in DMs saying, yeah, but do I not have to burn the fat first of all, then tone the abs? No, you can do both at the same time. You can specifically target areas in your body, like your butt, like your core, like your shoulders, and do fat burning exercises at the same time. One is not going to hinder the other. And that's why I do so many core specific exercises. That plus, by strengthening your core, you're preventing back pain, you're managing back pain, you're helping if you're doing postnatal type of exercises, prenatal type of exercises. There are so many benefits to training your core. I don't think it's overly popular. I think butt at the moment, probably because of Kim Kardashian, is the most popular area to train. Cool. I like training butt as well, but your core is so undervalued, and that's why I go crazy on core, because honestly, it's just about realigning, going into the right position, and that's when you're going to get results. So I'm hoping Danae is going to talk about the confidence side of things a little bit more, but that was like the anatomical side. Over to Danae.
Okay, the last question was saying, how do you deal with belly fat? Because sometimes the commenter restricts so much and gets really stressed, and she doesn't know how to love herself, and she just hates it. And that's painful to read, because I understand. I mean, I felt that way with my thighs, and I restricted and starved myself in an effort to get my thighs down. I think there are a few important things here. Is first, being thinner, changing your body. These things, unless you work on what's going on in your mind, like, it's not going to change. You will never reach that goal. You will never, even at my thinnest, I never looked at my thighs and said, yes, now you are perfect, because my mind was not in the right place to love myself. I was tearing and critiquing and starving and miserable, and that's not self-love. And it's very hard to love any part of your body when you don't love yourself. So the other thing is, when I stopped obsessing so much over what I ate, over my calories, when I started to train and work out for the joy of it, for the sheer love of moving my body, feeling really good, feeling those endorphins, I found my body transformed in a way that, you know, I always wanted. I always wanted to feel strong and fast and healthy and to run, and these things came not because I was obsessed over them, but because I was giving myself that love. And self-love involves nourishing your body, eating, not restricting, eating the whole range of food. I eat so many carbs in a day, a lot of sweet potato. I eat, you know, the whole range. So eating food, not restricting yourself, not punishing yourself, not looking at parts of your skin and saying, okay, I need to tear this off, I need to get rid of that. No, instead, switch your mind frame so that the goals are positive and empowering.
Okay guys, am I on? I'm on. Right, I'm still listening to Danae, slight delay. How incredible is she, by the way? Like, Danae is one of my closest friends here in Dubai, and she was the most welcoming person. Oh, Alex is doing a story. Hi. The most welcoming person when I moved to Dubai, and honestly, what you see is what you get, and she has blown up over the last 2 months since quarantine. And honestly, I'm so freaking proud of you, Danae. Like, everything you represent, it's been tough. Like, it would have been really tough to open up in the way you have. And I have to say, like this community, and this is addressing all of you girls right now, you are so beautiful and so inspiring and so supportive. I never thought we would build a community like we have, and we rarely get any negativity whatsoever, and that is like the most amazing feeling. Like, you are supporting each other in the most incredible way. And to speak up about things like this, honestly, I struggle a little bit, and I speak to Danae pretty much every day, because when I'm worried, when I'm worried about like these type of things, or speaking or saying the wrong thing or being judged in the wrong way, she like calms me down, and she's like, do you know what, there are going to be keyboard warriors, there are going to be critics online, because that's the nature of the business. But as long as your heart is in the right place, and I can like tell you girls right now, all I want to do is help you. All I want to do is make you feel great. And for me, that involves exercising, that involves eating well. And by well, I mean like a nice amount of food, enjoying your food, making sure you're eating all the food groups, and looking after your mental health. Like, that is so, so important. So thank you for tuning in yet again. Like, I love you girls so much. Danae, thank you so much. Girls, please, please, please check out her YouTube as well. So as I said, she's blowing up on Instagram right now, but is starting to do more content on YouTube as well, which Alex is just about to pop in over there. But her YouTube channel is called Talking Out Loud. So please, please, please check her out. Also, please tag us both in some of your stories today. We'll make sure we repost some of them on Instagram. What else is there to tell you? This outfit, which Alex has told me, we've had a few comments through. Where is the top to it? I don't know where the top to it is. It's somewhere. But anyway, this is the new Gymshark outfit. Can they see me? Here? Yeah? That's the new Gymshark. Actually, let me show you the back. How cute is that? It just kind of creates shape that you didn't know you had. So this, I actually don't know when these are going live, but I'll let you know tomorrow in tomorrow's live. But I've got this color and the baby blue, which is so beautiful. But we've put the link down below to my Gymshark outfits, so you can check them out. And if you want to have a little treat, go ahead, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is booty. I love training booty. I love training. Okay, tomorrow is booty and legs. So I hope you're ready for a burn. Make sure you grab some weights or water bottles. If you have a resistance band, amazing. I think that is everything. I gotta go, I gotta eat, I gotta sleep. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and I love you so much. And if you're not already in the private Facebook group, come join us. Mwah. Bye guys. Love you, love you, love you. I'll see you soon.